Previously, my relationships, like, they just stepped up more financially. Especially since he's like 23, I expected him to like just buy me more stuff.
But you guys were only together for a month, so what were your expectations in terms of what he should have been buying you?
I sent him a picture of the Chanel bag that I wanted, and he didn't like buy me it. I feel like if a girl is sending you something like, oh, this bag is so cute, like, why is it not at the front of my doorstep the next day?
He's 23, bro.
Yeah,
How much do you think he spent on you total?
I don't know. We went on a date like at least once a week. 200 per date?
Did you guys hook up?
No.
If she wanted that, then it's okay to ask for it.
It's okay for her to ask for a $2,000 bag?
I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. You know, there's a guy out there that will actually give it to you if he really likes you.
Right? If I'm dating you, like, you know, I feel like you should understand me, you know? You know I want that back.
That sounds more like a sugar daddy than a boyfriend.
No,
Yeah, it really
so.
does. And it's really hypocritical that you didn't even like care to know what job he had, but you want his money.
I don't want his money. I just feel like it's expected.
You want a guy to spend $2,000 on you within the first month. You gotta bump way up the age you're willing to date. I'm talking 40 plus. Unless he's a major simp, nobody under 40 is spending $2,000 on a girl they just met.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I say, once again, delusional. And she seems young, and because the guy she was dating was she said 23. Yeah, to expect a 23-year-old to spend $2,000 on a Chanel bag is ludicrous. It really is. But this is what these young women are learning. Once again, this is what they're learning from all of the stuff that they're seeing on social media. They're really eating this information up and really feeling and believing that this is what men should be providing. And then on the flip side, they're wondering why men are kind of moving away from women and why there's such a disconnect is because of the expectations that these women have. These young people are out here. Hell, old people are struggling. So why do you think a 23-year-old or anybody of any age has $2,000 just to splurge on a bag, something that doesn't even matter? This is not even something that will save your life. It's not like you are hungry and you need food or it's something necessary. No, this is for a purse. That's something that you do not need. They are running around here, young men thinking that they are lacking or that they're behind because of the expectations of a lot of these women. So the expectation is you got to spend this amount of money on me. I require this. This is what you should be doing. And it all revolves around having a lot of money when they still are trying to figure themselves out and trying to build their lives up. While these women have adopted and have been indoctrinated into this idea that men should just come out having money and should have it readily available to just spend on you just because. And even in the dating scene. So if you're not able to spend all this money on these women, oh my God, you ain't good enough. Oh my God, because you need a rich man. You're in your 20s and you expect a man in his 20s to have all this money to blow on you? No, that is crazy. That is asinine. But this is, once again, the world that we're living in. And these young women really think this. The old ones think it. They're passing it down to the young ones. And now they're out here expecting. Like she said, it's expected. Why are you expecting a young man to spend $2,000 on a bag for you? Because if he does it once, you're going to be expecting it again and again and again. And who can afford to do that? Why do you think that that's okay? And why do you think that most people can afford that lifestyle? This is the real world. And I like that the other lady chimed in and was like, hey, you didn't even question what kind of job he had or whether he was, because that will tell you he's not able to afford that. And why would you want him to be able to give that to you just because you were dating? This is why I say these people have it all twisted and they're going to find out sooner or later. And I think this is a slippery slope to something else. And I think this is why a lot of these women turn to OnlyFans. They go after try to get big money fast because they think that's how it's supposed to be. And, they turn to, sugar daddies and things and people like that because they believe that they should have these things, these expensive things that really don't matter. But they have to have it and they need to get it one way or another to feel like they're, worth something because, oh my God, you can't go get a $30 purse. You can't go get a cheap purse from H&M or somewhere because, you're going to be looked at as less than. I just think it's ridiculous. And once again, these people are going to ruin themselves with this mentality. The superficial world that they're living in is not going to benefit you. If anything, you should be once again, focus on the things that matter. If a young man is into you, y'all should be trying to build together. That way, if you build up yourselves together, maybe you could get you a Chanel bag at some point and be happy with that. But that's just not what it's about, and a lot of these young women are coming up thinking that this is what they should be asking for. This is what they should be expecting from a man. And when they don't get it, oh, he's no good. Oh, let's move on because I will not accept. You should hear. I mean, they say some delusional stuff, baby, and they really believe it. They really think that these men with all this money is that's what they're going to get, and that's where they're going to be in life. When that is not typical. That is not typical. But they're listening to some of these podcasters, some of these people on here, some of these women telling them he should be buying you this. Don't get no guest bag. Don't get no cheap bag. He should be buying you Chanel. He should be buying you this. He should be getting you Louis Vuitton. He should be. Why? Just because y'all dating? Why would you even expect that from a man? If he turn around and say, "Hey, give me some of that," are you willing to give it to him just because he's dating you? Probably not, because you don't see that as the same. It's a double standard. What you expect from him, you expect the world from him, but he shouldn't expect anything from you. That is getting old. That is an antiquated idea when we are in a society where women can go work and make their own money. On one hand, you got women bragging about making their money, and on the other hand, you got women who still are expecting expensive things from a man, and also expecting men to just take care of everything. It's just not working. It's not working. And in this economy and how expensive things are, baby, you gonna need two incomes to make sure you stay afloat. Because doing it all by yourself is not it. It's not it. And you see women complaining about it. So I just, one hand I'm like, oh baby, these women are cooked. They're cooked. And they don't see it. And they're cooked with these unrealistic expectations. The men are running away. And now we just have a society of people just dying out because they're not creating children fast enough. They're not creating 2-parent homes anymore. The women don't want to be married because they don't want to be tied down to one man, because they want opportunities from multiple men, which meaning they are empowered to go out and be promiscuous to get money from multiple men so that they can pay their bills and live their life. Because without that, they're struggling. Sex work is a big deal, and a lot of women depend on it to make their money. So without that, what are they going to do? They don't want a man for real. You just want his resources because you need it. But then at the same time, it's like the ones who are trying to date, they have unrealistic expectations for those men. Once again, maybe I'm just old school, but they see that is not working. It's not something that's working. If it was working, if everybody's okay with it, it was really working, maybe I'll be quiet. But it's not working. And they're steadily complaining about it, but not making any changes or adjustments. That's all. So listen, I want to know your thoughts. Chime in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.